from there.
So the medical retirement or whatever you had was from shin splints?
No, it was from stress fractures.
What what was the shin splint caused the stress fractures? I guess we could go
Correct.
with that. So
Yeah.
you had them in both legs?
I had them in my right foot and my right shin.
Right foot and right shin. Okay, and how did you what did you do to overcome that?
So, I mean, I was advised to medically retire. So, for about 2 years, a
Hmm.
little over 2 years, I did nothing track related. I thought I was done with the sport. And then in 2018, I was like, kind of looked myself in the mirror and was like, nah, I'm not done. Like, I'm not gonna quit like that. Like, I'm gonna rewrite my story. So, I got cleared by the doc to run again, and I signed with Colorado State University in
Okay.
2018. And first year back was running maybe 7.4s, like 11.
Yeah, I looked you up. Yeah, I got your whole resume, by the way. I do my jerk. I do my work. I just wanted you to talk about it. Then we're gonna talk about it together. But keep going.
So yeah, rust buster first year back. I mean, I was out of the sport for almost 3 years, so it was a rust buster. Second year, my last year of eligibility collegiately, I had a good year. I came out and I was, I think, top 2 in the NCAA for the 60 for pretty much the whole year. Went to NCAA's and then had an okay outdoor, and then
Hmm.
signed professionally in 2019. Obviously, 2020 was a year for everybody,
Hmm.
up and down. Last year, I competed at the Olympic trials, hit the Olympic standard, didn't end up making the team, but now here I am starting my indoor season, and here we are.
So basically, last year was your first year off of your comeback, if you want to call it that.
I would say so. My first real comeback year was last year for sure.
Okay, okay. Well, I did some research, people. Y'all know I did. Y'all know I wouldn't just have her on the show and not do some research. I had to do some research. So check it out. That's what I found out today. All right. So 2013, you went 1125 at altitude.
Mm-hmm.
2013 indoor, you went 736. 2009, from 13 to 19 was pretty uneventful. Then you went 718, and you also went 23-4 indoor, and you went 338. That's pretty impressive indoor. 2020 you went 725 indoor, and then outdoor you went 1109 altitude, and then this year you went 728, and then you went 708. Um, Not bad, not bad. Outdoor, I found out that you went 1109 legal in 2021. 1125 in 2013, 1132, 2021, 1138, 11.4, 11.4, 11.4, 11.4, 11.4 back in 2013. So based off of me doing my homework, this isn't something that you shouldn't be doing. Your progression says y'all just didn't know I was here. And for me, it seems like, because when I was looking at it, I kept seeing a bunch of A's, and then when I went and did the research or whatever, and then found out you was in Colorado, I was like, okay, so it seems like she's just been in a school or a program that's pretty much based in Colorado, and she doesn't have to go race anywhere. Oh, let me do that. And she doesn't have to go race anywhere. Meaning, if she don't have to go race anywhere, hold on, I don't want to play this race yet. If she don't have to go race anywhere, she's not going to be seen. And then, when I asked you, offline, off the record, about who's representing something like that. So it all made sense why the world hasn't seen you now. And like I say, as soon as I dropped the video, everybody was like, who the hell? What the hell? And the first thing everybody said, that's a white girl? Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell y'all it's a white girl. And blasted. So I took the liberty of doing what I do, which is break down races. So before I break it down, I want you to break down your 7-0 run at Texas Tech. Take me through from not blocks, but before you get in the blocks to the finish.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
So, first I opened up this year in kind of like mid-December. I ran in 7:12, and I was, number 1 in the world for a minute. Then I went 7:12 again, and then I went 7:11, right. This was right before Texas Tech. All of it in Colorado. It was on World Athletics, but it was just not a big meet, so not many people that really knew that I ran 7:11. I mean, I was number 1 on World Athletics, you know. And then 7:10 was the new world lead. So going into Texas Tech, I was like, I'm going to get the world lead again. Like, I feel good. I'm going to execute. I'm going to let people know that I'm here. And so, I mean, going into the race, I felt good. I knew it was there pretty much. Like, I'm not surprised on my end. My coach isn't surprised. Like, we knew it was there. Yeah. So prelim at Texas Tech, I ran 7:11. Pretty easy, pretty smooth. And I was like, okay, so we're going to execute this race and we're just going to run. And I mean, you know, warm up area, I was feeling good. It was about 2 hours apart, prelim and final. So I rested. I was feeling good. Warm up area, I was like, yeah, this is about to be a new PR. In the blocks, I was just ready. Pretty much, I was just ready. I was ready to PR again. I was ready to get back up at number 1, and I crossed the finish line knowing that it was an O. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was an O. So yeah, here we are.
Interesting. Okay, so here's what I do on this show. I take you guys' races, whomever it is, because I'm the self-proclaimed GOAT of training when it comes to frontside mechanics. It's what I spent the last 12 years studying. So I actually have watched your video a couple times. And I'm going to watch it one more time right now with you on it, and I'm going to tell you what I see. Okay. People, I don't expect y'all to be able to see this. It's not for y'all to watch. It's for y'all to watch me and her talk. Go watch it on the damn Twitter thing I put up. But if you can see it, we about to watch it again. Because I'm about to watch it again. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I watch this thing a whole lot. Put this thing on one more time. Chat. Man, hold on. Bring it back. I got to go hard from the start. Let me look at it. There. Hikaya! Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna stand up on y'all. Ooh, goodness gracious of life. One more time. And I'm gonna tell you what I see, but I gotta watch one more time. Lee. Let me see. Okay, you over there in lane 3. Okay. Marybeth Sant Pablo. Here's what's about to happen, okay? I'm about to break down your race to you from what I usually do when I break down races live with you sitting right here. I'm gonna tell you what I see, all right? This is everybody knows this. It's never a knock against anybody's coaches. It's never me saying, hey, yo, coach, what are you doing? It's just me looking at the little small details that most of y'all already know. Like when I do this, most of all the athletes is like, Ray, I see the same thing. So appreciate it. All right, so check it. This is what I'm noticing though, all right? Now, if I'm going down this line, like I usually do, when I'm looking at it right now, you are not my pick to win, okay? Here's why you're not my pick to win, because I look at the start positions first. The first thing I'm going to say is I don't like her arms being so far out, okay? Why I don't like her arms being so far out? Because they got to come from out to in to go, all right? There'll be that. So I'll be like, she ain't going to get it. I'll be like, I don't like her back rounded. Hers is straight. That's okay. That's not good at all. Her back's too rounded. No. And so now I'm like, all right, whoever this is, I like her position. I'm going to give it to her. But then I would go, I don't like her neck. White girl neck. I'm calling you white girl because this is how I really talk over here, right? So don't be offended, right? This is RaesTake. White girl neck look good, though. She got that to the force going down. So now, when I look at it in the set position and you take off, that's what I don't like, okay? This is the stuff, and I gotta tell everybody again. It's impressive when you can run as fast as you can, and people like me find like little errors like, oh, damn, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. That doesn't mean you really can blaze. This right here, as I'm looking at, I don't like your arm. Your arm is way up there, all right? It's force of habit. Sprinters do that. I'm sure you know that. Yeah. Now, the reason why I say I don't like the arm, because we all know that it takes however long it takes the hand to pass through the body, it takes the foot to pass through. So now I'm like, oh, her hand too high. They showed up and to get out on her. Shitting me. God, she's been a dust still. All right, here we go. So what I do like is that though. This is the difference, and this is what I'm always telling people about frontside mechanics. The reason why at this step, I'm already like, oh, she gone. They're not going to beat her. Because flip, foot up, foot up, foot up, foot up. Low heel recovery. Race already over with. Like, when I'm watching it, that's the first thing I'm looking for. If your foot does this, you're not ready. If your foot does this, oh, you in trouble because they finna go. Which is kind of what I saw happen. After this point, y'all in trouble. Y'all ain't finna be doing that with her. Oh, wow. Look at the next one. Look at the next one. Hold on. I'm sorry. You know I get excited when I do this. This next step, the next one set everything up. Because your next step, your low heel recovery here through here is gonna make you go 1, 2, 3 so fast. Like this is damn. Woo, look at that foot. Y'all look. Pay attention, people. Classes in session, like I always tell y'all. Watch her foot. If you watch her foot, the one that's on the ground, when she moves, it's not about to cycle. It's about to, what I always tell y'all, she's cutting off at the ground. Ooh, that's very helpful stuff right there. Okay, now at this point, push, pull. Push, pull. Push, pull. Push, pull. Now, here's what I will say. You do still have a little, a small amount of backside, okay? Just a teeny bit of backside. You also are taking a series of landing right here, but I don't know if it's like how you train, because you finna hit a switch, and that switch gonna go from I'm no longer landing, I'm taking off, goodbye. So right around here is when everything now turns to a lift. And what I mean by lift, your foot, your knee, what we call knee ash, okay? I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, somebody tagged you in there, but knee ash is what I'm always looking for. Unfortunately, because you're white, you can't get knee ash, okay? It's a black thing, I'm sorry. You don't really get ash like us. So for you, we're going to call it something else. We're going to have pink ash. We'll figure it out because your knee might be pink. We'll figure out what it is for you, but it ain't going to be knee ash. But principle of knee ash is this. I need to see if you are running towards me, I should be able to see your knees. Your knees should be facing me when you're up. That means your foot's up. That's how we got the term knee ash from. Your knee ash, see like right here, her knee ash is pointing downward, down, down, down. Your knee ash is out, which means you're actually lifting now. So now what happens is literally goodbye. That's knee ash, knee ash, knee ash. Now the reason why I say somewhere in this area, from what I see, you started taking off instead of landing, because your power triangle is so perfect now. Like your foot is right underneath your hip when you're landing. Here, as soon as it lands, there. So now you're pushing to the next step, which is why you ran 7.0. If you wasn't here, I'd be saying the same shit. Like, no, this is why she ran 7.08. I'm going to show y'all why she ran 7.08. It's nothing but force. So for me, when I'm looking at your race and I kept looking at it and I kept breaking it down, I was like, y'all, she's not fast. She's super powerful, because that's not a fast run. That's not a turnover speed run. That's no, I'm finna drive out and power away from y'all. Is that kind of what you feel like you are, like your run was more powerful than fast, or it was more fast and powerful?
So, my whole life I've been known as a frequency runner. So I've gotten up to 5.3 is my highest frequency.
You've gotten up to what?
5.3 in frequency. So that was like, I mean, I've always been a frequency turnover, fast. But this year, my coach and I really, like, he wanted to utilize my frequency while also utilizing my strength and my power. And therefore, you know, that starts in the weight room. Obviously, you got to be strong. You got to be powerful. So the end of my race, to me, is what you said. It's power. Obviously, you got to be powerful, but it's also that mixed with my frequency. Yeah.
That's kind of what that's not kind of, it's exactly what I saw. I mean, at any rate, for you to go, okay, now I'm gonna say this too. I got to put this out there because I was making fun of Texas Tech's track, all right? Because last week, you know, he went 6:45, and of course I had to do my due diligence, and I had this freeze frame, be like, no, y'all, he actually moved before the gun went off. Both his hands was off the ground before he ran. So I'm sorry. I'm not saying that the kid won't run it again. I'm just saying that one didn't work for me, all right? Now, I've also been told that Texas Tech's track is a pretty smoking fast track, okay? Because of the surface.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing that I'll say to that though. Hell, where we're at now in track and field, every surface is going to be there. So now we can't say it's because it's a fast surface anymore. Well, hell, every surface is fast. So it's still a legit, what we would call a legit 7-0. Now, my question is, where do you think you're at in your training? And are you trying to push this towards world championships, or are you just trying to show like, hey, y'all, I'm going to beat the shit out of y'all, and then I'm finna go back and start training some more for outdoor? Like, what's your plan of action? What's your focus, you and your coach focus right now?
Yeah, I mean, my world championships is on my radar. That's what I want to
do. Indoor world champs?
Indoor and out, yeah.
Okay, okay.
On this year. I've already qualified for the indoor.
You think?
So, I mean, we're just trying to, like, okay, me and my coach, he's also, like, technical, analytical. He watches everything.
I can tell.
I already know everything I did wrong in that race and what I can improve on for the next race. So on my end, I'm just looking to get better and better and go to world championships and show everybody, you know, who I am.
See, I'll say it like this. I feel like you are going to be able to do that because basically, like I tell everybody, it's the whys. As long as you can find why and what's wrong and not accept what it is, you can't help but to go fast. So right now, you're pretty much telling the whole world of track and field that, I'm not even really ready yet. Like, me and my coach have already sat down, which is what you're supposed to do. Like I say, every time I talk to any athlete on here, me explaining or breaking down your race is really me breaking it down to the fans of track and field. Because what I see, everybody else sees, you know what I'm saying, in the sport. So by you saying that, so let me ask you this then, because I got to ask the hard questions, the questions everybody wants to know. I started all of the trouble. So you mean tell me you don't drop 7-0 right now, and you feel like it wasn't right, which means if it was right, you would have went under 7. Let's just hypothetically say you didn't make the mistakes that you and your coach saw. Let's just hypothetically say you didn't make the mistakes I saw. So what you're telling me is you have the capabilities of going under 7 on that track.
I mean,
it's the hard question I told you.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, look, I opened up with a 7:12, went 7:12 again, 7:15, 7:11, 7:11, and so it's consistent. It's there. And then I, you know, when I really thought about it in this race, like pulled a little more out. It's there. All the numbers in my training and my testing, you know, they say that I'm capable of more than what I put on the track.
I damn sure say you've seen it. I seen it myself. Hey, man in the back, can you have my water, please? I forgot to sitting over there. I be having live stuff, you know. I'm in the gym. Don't worry about it. Right. So let's talk about this. So you're not represented by anybody, nor on either side. Like you don't have a shoe company representing you, nor an agent. I'm gonna ask you, because maybe you could tell me, like, why? Like, why? I'm baffled. I'm really baffled. You gotta. What did you do? Did you slap somebody in the lobby? Did you jump on somebody at USA Track and Field conference or something? What did you do to you out here dropping 7-0s in a Walmart t-shirt? I have to know what is going on.
I mean, I'm just as baffled as you are, to be honest. Like, I don't have an answer for you. I'm just as baffled as you are. You know, we all know as track fans, track and field is a very hard sport to make a name for yourself. Like, if you don't have the right contacts, if you don't have the right resources, it's hard to get, you know, in that world and to get to that next level. I had an agent my first year come in pro, and then, you know, realized I wanted to move forward and kind of figure out with my coach that we could get somewhere on our own and then figure out what's best for us then, like next steps moving forward. So for last year and this year, I have been unrepresented, no contract, no shoe company. You know, I run in a couple meets at the American Track League on ESPN. I ran at Milrose in 2019, went to the Olympic trials. So like I've been to some meets. So I just don't know. I mean, on my end, I'm like, maybe I don't have the right contacts. Like, that's all I can say. I don't have the resources or the right contacts to be one of the big names right now.
Well, I can tell you right now. You was 100% correct. Don't nobody know you. That's why I'm like, you 100% correct. Like, it's not a knock on you or anything like that, because like I gotta say, as soon as I tagged in, I was like, who the hell is this? And then when I started asking like other people, like other, in my circle, they was like, who the hell that is? Like, literally, like, that was everybody that's, I would say, like, everybody that would be somebody that would be the people you're talking about, like those people up there, the political people, if you want to call it that. Nobody knew who I talked to this morning, knew who the hell you were. Yeah. Like, all of us, like, was just baffled. So I did some dibber-dabbing with some people, and I was like, hey man, listen, you might want to, because look here, look, you can run out of time. Somebody gonna snatch her up quick, especially after the RaesTake episode. Everybody gonna know what's going on. Y'all better snatch her up quick. So let me ask you this: you are not one of those athletes that has like a preference, though. It's like, nope, if Nike don't call, I'm not taking it, or if Adidas don't call, I'm not taking it, or if Saucony don't call, I'm not taking it. Are you open to anybody that would be interested in you right now, or are you really trying to, like,
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like, coming in to college as like one of the #1 recruits, and then being out of the sport for almost 3 years, 2 years, 9 months, if I'm being exact. Like, I know the number. People are gonna forget about you. Like, I understand that, and I understand that my journey has been hard, and like, I have had to overcome a lot and some trials and getting my name back out there. So I understand people not knowing me. Like, I don't take it personally, because I know what I'm out here to do. I'm interested in anybody who will take me to the next step, who will make me better in my future, and just anybody who's interested in, I guess, bringing me to the next step and supporting me in that, and supporting like what I need and what my coach needs, and understanding that's what I'm interested in.
I think you have definitely opened up a lot of people's eyes, and even I'm gonna get to our comments here in a minute, and even like on one of my social media, I don't know which one, but somebody was like, oh yeah, she's been doing that for a while, and I was like, huh? And then like somebody else comment, they was like, Ralph Taylor said, I knew about Marybeth since high school. That's the problem. And that's why there's RaesTake. That's why we created RaesTake, because this type of stuff don't need to be happening. You don't need to be like, you've been running fast all of this time, and just so happened because you went to the right track meet, I guess, Texas Tech, and you did what you did. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, who's that girl? Like, oh, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll bring on the show and find out. Because for me, I'm all about athletes. I'm all about track and field. Everybody knows that. I'm all about track and field athletes. Whatever I can do to help promote our sport, whatever I can do to help put more money into the sport, more importantly, whatever I can do to connect athletes like you with representatives, and with shoe companies, because like I say, I know everybody, literally everybody. I love everybody. I've been in this sport since 2002. Like, literally, I made my first championship team in 2003. So I really feel like you have a great chance to get a phone call very soon. Like, probably the day here. Because again, I got another podcast I gotta do tonight. I'm on somebody else's show, but I had said that the future of sprinting for America was going downhill. I was like, I give America 4 more years and the sprinting won't even be here anymore. And then all of a sudden you pop out. I'm like, oh shit, okay, get ready for this debate tonight. So let me ask you this. So how do you feel about your chances on making the actual outdoor world championship team? Right now, indoor looks pretty damn good for you. Like, I'm just saying, like, well, everybody don't show their cards, so it looks pretty damn good for you. How do you feel about outdoor world championship? Like, I mean, can I tell you, I'm gonna ask the real straight up questions. I don't beat around the bush. Do you feel like you can make the finals at USA's this summer?
100%.
The top 8. You feel like you one of the 8 fastest females in America right now.
I do. I mean, look, like I said, I've been through just a little too much in my track career, and it's taken me a while. It's taken me a while to get back to the mindset and understanding who I am. Like I deserve to be here. I'm talented enough, and coming back to my coach that, like, you know, I've trained with. I know him. I know the program, and it's a program that works for me, and this is my 2nd year in it. So I'm really starting to see the benefits of it. Like my strength is up. Everything is up. Everything is up and moving. And near the end of the season last year outdoor, I was PRing like every week. Like I ran 11:18, 11:15, then 11:08. And it was like, that was 3 weeks before the trials. And it was like just progressing and progressing. So, I mean, the way my indoor season has started, like I'm progressing, and I'm going to progress outdoor, and it's just going to keep going if I continue, you know, what I'm doing.
200. Are you trying to do both, or are you just focusing on like the 100?
Last year was solely the 100, so I didn't do any 200 work. I would love to.
That.
Yeah. I would love to run in the 200. I just don't think I've ever had the right training for it or the right focus on it. But I would love to. You know, me and my coach talked about that this past weekend. Like, you know, how everything's lining up, we're going to start to focus on the 200 as well.
It's funny that you mentioned that. And that also shows your expertise level, and, you know, probably your coaches too, because you just explained lots of, I explained like the 100 is not, the 100, 200, 2 totally different training inspections, because the 100 is technique. It's not speed. It's like, trust me, it's technique. 200, okay, that's a little foot speed now. You get over there, which why it makes sense for like people like Trayvon, who's ran, you know, 9.7, but hasn't ran 19.6, 19.7. It's because his mechanics are so perfect in that 100. It's like they don't match up, you know. So this is what I would definitely say. I got another question I got to ask you.
Okay.
So how do you view the top female sprinters now? Your Elaine's, your Shelly Ann's, your Sha'Carri. How do you view them now? Do you feel like you are able to line up next to them and hold your own? Or do you feel like, you know, I'll get there, but I'm not there yet?
Past me would have been like, oh, I don't know, like, I'll probably get there. But me now, my mindset's different. I'm there. I can line up next to anybody, and I'll race you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all I wanted you to say. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't give a damn who it is. Line up, Jack. Put the spikes on. We're going to find out today. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, you a sprinter now. I ain't going to lie to you. I was a little worried. You know, I was a little worried. I was like, I don't know. You don't know if she's no real sprinter. She might get run fast, but if she's a sprinter, she going to be talking some shit. And you got some shit. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, well, this is what I definitely would like to see. I would definitely like to see you go and run sub 7. I think hitting a 6.9, especially for us, for, you know, America, hitting a 6.9 would definitely help out I'm not putting no pressure on you.
You're good.
Hey, not trying to put no pressure on you, but Jamaica been tearing shit up. So, you know, so we can get us a good old 6.9 popping down somewhere, you know that, you know, and, you know, you can go over there and win world championships. Shoot, man, you ain't gonna have no worries. I can tell you that right now. Like, sometimes being unattached and running super crazy fast and having a story to go behind it is better than actually being with a shoe company. You know, because right now you're at that point to where you're running because it's a gift from God, and God gave you a gift, and you're just out there utilizing it. So when you start doing that and you're just utilizing a gift that, look, there's nothing man can do. Like, man can't take this gift away from me. I can get shin splints, all this stuff, but guess what? My body gonna heal. So you're at that point now to where I feel like just talking with you, you've walked into what God has for you. You've accepted that, no, I'm fast. This is something I have, and I'm just as great. The only difference is they've already shown it. Now it's my time to show that I'm just as great as they are and line up next to them. But I can tell you right now, you are definitely going after some women that, I mean, you already know. You already know. You are definitely trying to line up next to some women that can go with you. Like, it ain't gonna be that Texas Tech shit. It ain't gonna be none of that.
I don't want
it ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be at that point, it's gonna be can you hold your own next to them? Because I can see it right now and say, yeah, you can run with them. But it's like I said all last year about every breakdown I did with anybody. It's not about can you run with them. It's about can you run next to them. And what that means is when they get out, are you gonna be able to hold your own? When you get out, are you gonna be able to not panic and do like a Toulouse? Like that's why I kept saying about Toulouse and at the games. I'm like, she panicked and she started getting tight because of the position in the race.
Yeah.
So for you, I think looking forward is gonna be more of just staying there and understanding my opponents, understanding that I know who I'm about to go race. I know every one of y'all. I'm not afraid of y'all. I know all y'all strengths. I know all y'all weaknesses. Why? Because apparently me and my coach, we sit down and watch video and we know my strengths and my weaknesses. So I know y'all's. So I'm going to know how to be prepared to race y'all. And my only advice that I would give to you is just that, like, when you get that opportunity, because you're about to get that opportunity very soon, do that shit. Like, walk into it like, hey, I'm telling y'all, I'm finna race y'all every time like it's my last race. Why? Because 2.5 years I ain't been racing, so I'm back here for a reason. So if I'm out here on this track next to y'all right now, you better believe this is not finna be no easy day for you. You don't think you finna come out here and line up next to Mary St. Pablo and think you just finna have a wave at the crowd day and I'll just wave if you want to. You're gonna be waving by going home because I'm going right past your ass.
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm glad you say that because that's probably been my weakness is anytime I've gotten to the bigger races, I lose my mental game when someone hits me or I'm out and I'm like, I go in panic mode. Like that's something that I have really strived to work on this season. And like, I don't care who I'm next to. I know my race. I know my training. Like, and that's what I'm going to focus on.
I know my race. I know my training. I know my heart. That's all that you need, and you will be fine. You will be 100% fine. It was something else I had to ask you. Before I got off this thing, I forgot what it was. It'll come to me. Before we go, that's what it was. You got a lot of people over here in these comments asking questions. Can I get over here to them real fast? Yeah. And see what they're talking about and get to their questions before they tell me apart? Because normally I get all the hate mail because they be like, Ray, you didn't ask none of the questions we wanted to ask. You asked all your own questions. Well, that's why it's called RaesTake. It's my question, Jack. Love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. All right. Y'all, I'm coming. Let me see what y'all got going on. Let me see what y'all. Who want to know what from Mary? All right. Look, I'm not finna scroll back up either, y'all. This is damn ridiculous. I'm finna start at the bottom. All right. The questions start now. I'm not scrolling back up asking all this. Hold on. Y'all know my eyes is bad too. Let me adjust it. Okay. Man. Okay. Ask her how she's carrying that last 40 when the honey comes. So basically, I guess what they want to know is for your last 40. Well, coincidentally, this was something that was asked today from me from somebody who's up in the chain of shoe companies. Ray, that 60 looks awesome, but what is she gonna do the last 40? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what somebody just asked me here because we've seen fast 60s before. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the second half of your race? Do you feel like your 40, your second half is stronger, or you just, you can power out and hold on?
I mean, like I said before, I've definitely gotten stronger this year, and I'm learning how to maintain my speed throughout. I mean, in that race, like I'm still accelerating at the finish line.
Yeah.
So there's
I wasn't gonna say it because I saw it. I was like, y'all do realize that she powered and ran through the 60, but okay, go ahead. You can finish.
So yeah, I mean, I'm still there's still a lot left in that race there, and like I'm still accelerating. So I'll keep going. I'll maintain it and keep continuing to get faster through the next 4
You know, if you maintain and get faster, you talking, you pretty much just said, I'm finna give y'all a sub 11 this year. Get ready for it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. You know, based off what you said, based off the numbers, you know, if I'm outside, you give me a little breeze because ain't no breeze inside. Now, you know, ain't no tailwind, nothing. So you give me my 7.0 outside with a little 2.0, that's a 6.8 now. And if I don't shut down, I'm in 10.7, 10.8 territory, Jack. Y'all better spike up. She said y'all better spike up. Okay, she didn't really say none of that, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing. I'm translating to y'all what she's saying. I'm her translator. She's basically what she's saying. She's saying, I'm going to tell y'all ass up. Better spike up when I come out there. Last 40. I mean, I no damn last 40. That's what I do. Did you not see me accelerate through the line? Jack, stop being stupid. That's what she said. This is your question, but that's what she said. All right, well, per usual, you know, fans always want to know who is or who was your favorite sprinter?
Ooh. Okay, I mean, right now, I might get a lot of heat from this because I'm American, but Elaine, like, I just appreciate talent, okay? I appreciate pure talent, and that girl, she is technically sound. So she's my favorite.
Where my camera at? I'm pointing somewhere. You might be smart. You've been watching RaesTake. You sound like you've been watching RaesTake. It's a good pick. It's a damn good pick.
People were tagging me, and I'm like, okay, who is this? And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay.
No, because all season long, I kept telling everybody Elaine was going to win the World Championship. I mean, win Olympic Games. I kept telling everybody, like, Elaine going to win. All season long, and I kept explaining, you know, because she's one of my favorite female sprinters. Mm-hmm. I kept explaining why. I'm like, y'all, she is so technically sound. Like, she, trust me, and the way that she does her program, the way they do her program, she will be ready when it comes time. And just sure enough, I told him, I was like, yeah. So Elaine, that's a great person to, I'd say, have as a favorite sprinter. So now the question gonna be, so how are you gonna react when you gotta line up next to your favorite sprinter?
I'm gonna race.
I need a little better than that. That sounded scary. That sounded real scary.
Like, it is what it is. Like, it's just another person.
I like it is what it is then. Don't be like, I'm gonna race. I'm just gonna race. No, it is what it is, Jack. You're gonna get it. Don't be like, hey, when we get done, let's take a picture so I can send it to my mom because you're my favorite. But I gotta beat you first. But after I beat you, let's take a picture together.
Perfect.
I ain't gonna keep you on here too much longer because we coming up on 37 minutes. Somebody else, and it's a good question. I want to know this too. Which spikes did you run that in? What spikes?
The new Nike ones.
The new Nike bonbon spikes?
Yeah.
How do you like those?
I hated them at first. If I'm being honest with you, I hated them. I felt like I couldn't control my ankles. Like, they felt weird when I first started. But I mean, I like them now because clearly I PR'd in them. So why wouldn't I like them?
What? Oh, I don't drop 7 more on these things. Send me another pair of Jack. All right, Mary, what have you been doing between time of getting a sponsorship and training? Ralph Taylor, you just gonna have to go watch the replay. We already talked about that. We already talked about what she's been doing. You gotta go watch the replay. Love you. Somebody says, okay, me and you, Ray. Oh yeah. Many athletes have ran very good times, but timing may not have been good to get a sponsorship. This young lady ran for Oregon, I believe. Yeah, she did run for Oregon. Okay, ask her. Watch the show. A lot of these questions I'm just not even gonna ask. Y'all gonna have to press rewind, okay? See? Mattress, I'm sorry, sis. I love you. But just rewind it. She already answered that question too. What school does she attend? She answered that in like the first 5 minutes. So we gonna have to, y'all just press rewind. Yes, girl, talk that ish. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look, I gave her a new name, Mary St. Pablo. St. Pablo out here talking that dang trash. Y'all finna get it. Y'all finna get it. Somebody said you have the contacts now. Yeah, you do. You do. Oh, yeah, she's straight. Confidence is key. Don't be scared of depression. That was some advice somebody gave. That's nice advice. Ray, okay, yeah. All right. I'm done with questions. All right. So making all this makes sense. You have a lot of new fans. A a whole lot of new fans. A whole lot of new fans. I'm definitely one of them. Now, I would definitely be tuning in the remainder of the season because I'm gonna tell you how it works for me. All right, I have this slogan. It's a real slogan. Everybody watch RaesTake knows this. So my phone went off, right? Mm-hmm. And when my phone went off, it was you. Well, it was them tagging me and you. So I don't actually, because I run my gym and everything else down here, I don't have the time to just sit and watch track meets all day long. So no matter what happens, when people race, I'm gonna get tagged in it. And especially if it's something major, I'm gonna get tagged in it. I'm saying all that to say this. I'm going to actually now, I want to see this journey that you're about to be on. So now I'm about to actually follow you and I want to see where you're racing at next and see what's going on because you're already world championship bound. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I definitely think you have the capabilities just based off this conversation we've had of winning world champs. The one thing that I would say though, is just, RaesTake Ray, as an athlete, just make sure that your focus is through indoor world champs. Meaning when I beat y'all at indoor world champs, I'm not beating y'all at my peak. I'm beating y'all still and I ain't even touched my peak yet. So just take this little slap and then I'll see y'all outside for this haymaker. So I personally wish you the best of success, best of luck. I've already talked to people this morning. So right now, because everybody's bothering me about it. Y'all know I'm gonna look out for. Y'all already know that's what RaesTake for, man. Y'all already know how it's done. All that's already done. Y'all already know what we do, Jack. So yeah, you're gonna be getting a phone call here very, very, very soon. A lot of people's watching. One in particular, actually, who you was trying to get in touch with. She is watching. She is definitely highly interested in you, like highly, 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 highly interested in you. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. My research, my homework, it came from her. She did that shit and gave it to me. He was like, "Hey, you see this shit?" I was like, "I do now."
Thank you. Well,
hey, all right, I do now. Damn, she did all this. So yeah, so keep doing what you're doing, man, because it's now there. Like whatever you was trying to prove, whatever point you wanted, whatever you wanted to do, you done did it. So now I don't think you're gonna be able to use that same thing for long. And I'm unsigned, undrafted. Just know that, when you get that opportunity, make sure that you understand that this don't change shit. I'm not comfortable. I don't give a doggone what shoe company call me, what you give me, what agent call me. I'm gonna accept all of that, me and my coach, because we have to have it. Like I can't go nowhere without a agent. And we talked. I know who your former agent is, whatever, so good dude. I love him to death. But where you're at now and where you're headed, I ain't gonna say I think you need a more high profile agent to represent you. So I made a phone call. So
thank
just,
you.
So made a phone call. And yeah, that's just that. So we're gonna try and get all this stuff with you situated because again, I would love to see you out there with Team USA, again. For me, I see, like I tell a lot of y'all that come on this show, when y'all come on and tell y'all stories, I can relate so much from being an athlete for so long. I mean, I was out with not shin splints. I was out with a whole broken jaw one time and, heart conditions and everything. So, and I just found a way to always overcome it right there. Because no matter what, it was always, whatever the doctor says, it's like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, but I can't not go back to my calling. Yeah. So because you know your calling, you just be prepared now when you get a phone call, and then don't, like I tell anybody I train here and everybody that I mentor, don't get excited. Don't get nothing. Use that as fuel to say, it took y'all this damn long to actually call me. Okay, now I'm finna show y'all why y'all should have been called me. Yeah. Got it?
I got it. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate, you having me on here and doing what you're doing. So thank you.
Oh, no problem. Look here, I do it for the whole sprint world. It ain't just America. It's the whole world. It's everybody. I do it because our sport needs it, and we need fast running. We need fast times. We need stuff like this, and we need more people like you. We need more, and what I mean people like you, we actually need more females. We need more females running fast because track and field has been such a dominant, on the sprint side, such a dominant sport to where people are really tuning in to watch the men, and then they'll watch like to see what the lane gonna do or watch, Sha'Carri. I like the fact that, people like you and a whole lot of others are now starting to come out and run faster so that some of the attention can start shifting to you guys. So there's not always, I'm watching because I want to see Trayvon and Fred and all them. No, I'm watching because Mary and dang on Sha'Carri are about to line up. And guess who else? And guess to get it to where the main event starts shifting towards y'all instead of always being on the men's side. So I think this summer with people like you starting to emerge, and it's like last year females was popping out. I mean, we just call it what it is. We had 10 6s and 7s like it was water last year.
Yeah.
So that's the attraction. So now, when everybody was watching, I mean, Tokyo Women's 100 was the most anticipated race, but then Prefontaine was even more anticipated.
Yeah.
So now when you got all those same females coming back, and then here comes Mary St. Pablo out of nowhere to get in the mix, good, let's go. I'm ready for track season. I'm ready. Well, I'm ready. Hey, you better get out there and lose now. Don't make me look bad. Do not make me look bad. All right? I just don't make me there look bad, Mary St. Pablo. I'm taking your name back. I'm start take it back. You can be St. Pablo no more. You're just gonna be married. You don't want to be married. You don't want to be married.
Perfect.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on this show. I'm glad I was able to get to you and talk to you and the people. Let these people know where they can find you at, as if they don't. I don't know why they make me do that type of shit. Like, I be talking to like the people that have me do RaesTake, and they want me to say stupid shit like that, and I be like, why? Like, it's 2022. She ain't gotta drop no handles. Everybody can find her. It's like, I hate when they be like, hey, make sure you tell them to like and subscribe. I'm not doing none of that shit. It's 2022, Jack. We know how to do that. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you. We'll be looking out for you, and hey, keep doing what you're doing. Pick up that phone when you get that phone call.
All right, thank you, Ray. I appreciate it.
No problem, St. Pablo. Enjoy your day.
You too.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, people. I had to do it. Had to. I know I had to. I had to go find. I had to. Like, y'all, I told y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. Where my camera at? Y'all saw it. Y'all saw the race like I saw the race. I had to go find her. I was like, look here, man, I got to go talk to you, Jack. You can't just come out of nowhere and then just pop up doing shit like that, dropping 7 O's, and Ray don't know nothing about this. Yeah, come on, RaesTake. All right, check it. I know y'all got a lot of questions. I know y'all want to talk to me. I can't talk right now because I'm in the gym. I got 7 minutes for my next session starting. So I appreciate y'all. Go back, rewind this video, watch it all over again, and then get all the information you can off of Mary St. Pablo, because Mary St. Pablo says she here and she ain't going nowhere. Love y'all.